Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first ever OK Boomer Report, the best football show for the new generation.
That's right, Tyler. We're currently in the Mercedes Superdome where the first week of the XFL finally kicked off. I'm super excited for it. You know, very, very fun sport atmosphere. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, I was surprised on how actually impressive it was. It was very entertaining.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you didn't watch and you're still kind of confused on what the rules are, not to worry. Here's a quick little video telling you all about it.
This is the XFL kickoff. This is about creating more opportunities for big plays. To eliminate high-speed collisions, we're shortening the distance between opposing players. The coverage team starts on the opponent's 35-yard line, and the return team starts on their own 30. When the ball is first kicked, only the kicker and receiver can move. But once it's caught or is on the ground for 3 seconds, all players are free to run, block, and tackle. We're giving players and coaches the chance to create kickoff excitement. This is the XFL double forward pass. This is about offensive creativity. Typically in football, only one forward pass is allowed. So if you want to try one of those tricky double passes, that first pass has to be a lateral, and those are risky. Not in the XFL. In our game, 2 forward passes are allowed as long as the ball doesn't cross the line of scrimmage until that second pass. So the game speeds up and the playbook opens wide up, creating exciting and unique opportunities for dual threat players. This is the XFL point after touchdown. This is about raising the stakes and stepping up the strategy. In the XFL, the scoring team has 3 different point after touchdown options, and none of them involve a kicker. The first option is an offensive play from the 2-yard line worth 1 point. The second is a play from the 5-yard line worth 2 points. And the third is an aggressive play from the 10 that earns 3 points. The scoring team's offense only gets 1 chance to convert whatever option they choose. And if they fail to convert, they get nothing. And the defense can score too. If they get a turnover and return it to the opposite end zone, they get the same amount of points the offense was attempting.
That's 3, baby, that's 3!
So now there are more chances for teams to come back, and no lead is ever really safe. This is the XFL punt. This is about coaches thinking twice about punting or going for it on 4th down. In the XFL, if a punt goes into the end zone, the receiving team gets the ball on their 35. And forget about coffin corner kicks. Punts that travel out of bounds are placed at the 35 too, or where the ball left the field, whichever is better for the receiving team. Plus, the punting team can't cross the line of scrimmage until the ball is kicked. So the receiving team is less likely to call for a fair catch and more likely to return it. We're making the punt more about coaches going for it on 4th down.
Touchdown!
So get ready to get loud, because a crazy return or 4th down conversion could be coming up. This is the XFL Overtime. This is about edge-of-your-seat, game-ending action. There's no coin toss, no one-possession wins, and no ties. Instead, XFL Overtime is a shootout. So the best players on both sides always determine who wins the game. Each offense gets up to 5 one-play possessions to score from the 5-yard line. Teams get 2 points for each successful conversion. Teams alternate plays until one team is mathematically eliminated.
Split! Tackle! Tackle!
The defense can't score, but if they make a stop or create a turnover, the play is dead. The team with the most points after the 5-round shootout wins. If it's tied after 5 rounds, then things go to single rounds until one team scores and the other doesn't. Because this is winner-take-all kind of football. This is for the love of football. This is the XFL.
Now that you get a little bit of the understanding of the rules, let's get right into the first ever XFL game. The Defenders versus the Dragons.
Being the very first game of the new XFL, they had a lot of pressure to go out and entertain. And boy, let me tell you, they certainly did.
Oh, you see that punter? Oh, he just got it blocked by Elijah Campbell, and it got returned for a TD as well. Woo! But the defenders, showing why they're called the defenders, took it away from the Seattle Dragons, beating them this week.
They certainly defended DC.
After the first entertaining game, the Roughnecks and the Wildcats had to put up or shut up, and really was a game to decide if the league would be entertaining or, a flash in the pan. Well, let me tell you, that game wasn't anything but flash in the pan. Outstanding by both teams.
I didn't think it could up the entertainment, but they proved me wrong.
Oh, I know.
Very fast-paced, high-scoring game. And if you just look at this play, Philip Walker shows he's got an arm. I don't know why he's not in the NFL. I know 5 QBs that can't throw like that.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Johnny Manziel.
But after a very first close half, Walker and the Roughnecks would go on and destroy the LA Wildcats 31-17. I mean, just look at the QB comparison. Without a doubt, Philip Walker is our player of the game.
I mean, you absolutely said it right. Philip Walker, man, look at that. A 59%, 272 yards, 4 touchdowns already. First week, and you know what? You could arguably say he is the MVP candidate so far.
And I would not disagree with you. I don't think you'd find a disagreement anywhere in the XFL. After a great first day of the XFL, we go on and we continue the momentum with the second day, where New York Guardians take on the Tampa Bay Vipers.
Let me tell you, I'm already sold with the XFL. I mean, yesterday's game were amazing. These games were amazing. Now, the saying is still true about Tampa. You can take football out of Tampa, but you can't take the Tampa out of football. And I mean, the Tampa Bay Vipers were throwing that to the other team like it was Jameis Winston out there.
Dude, it must be the heat when they're warming up, because when they come to cold weather, they throw interceptions like no tomorrow. I mean, just look at Murphy's stats. He threw 2 interceptions on the day, and the Vipers just couldn't get anything going. People say defense wins championships. Well, let me tell you, New York's defense won them that game.
I absolutely agree with you. I mean, defense does win championships. The Guardians guarding their home territory and an outstanding defensive performance by them. But I mean, Murray, what are you doing? That's probably the lowest I've ever seen a quarterback rating. 45.1? 45?
I haven't seen a QB rating that low since Baker Mayfield.
No, I agree. Don't ever pick him up in your fantasy teams.
Coming down to the final game this weekend, it's kind of depressing because such an entertaining first week. But we have Battlehawks and Renegades. It may have not been the most outscoring game, but what a defensive effort by both teams.
I mean, I gotta say this, the Battlehawks, when they won, man, they were celebrating like they just won that Super Bowl.
Dude, it was
Week
insane.
1 wins, they're hyped. That gets me hyped for more XFL. I don't know about these people.
I don't know about you, but I want to be in the locker room after every win.
Absolutely want it.
So, as I said earlier, it was a defensive game with only 3 TDs in the entire game, where the Battlehawks would squeeze out a 15-9 win over the Renegades.
Give this amazing player of the game to Tamaru from the Battlehawks. I mean, this kid, I can't call him a kid, this warrior out here throwing 74%, probably one of the best we've seen in a while from the XFL. And I mean, the passing rate is not bad, 104. I mean, jeez. Oh, 108, my bad. I was double what I thought.
Yeah.
But that touchdown always looks good. 209 yards, not bad for a kid.
He was looking like Lamar Jackson out there with 77 rushing yards and a rushing TD, I do believe.
Yes.
So it was a great night all around for XFL. No matter how you look at it, we had some offensive games, we had some defensive games, and we already have the butt of the league, Tampa Bay.
I mean, we found our Detroit Lions 2006 team with that Tampa.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
Our Miami Dolphins.
I mean, our Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You throw it, they're basically all those shitty teams.
Now it's time to look at the highlight of the night. And for me, I gotta say it's the pump block / TD, because not only is it great athletic effort, they get a touchdown out of it, and that touchdown just switches the momentum.
Oh, absolutely. They were leading at that point. And next thing you know, Hut in their own end zone. The Seattle Dragons thought, okay, you know what, we're going to knock it out. No, Elijah Campbell! That's out of here. He absolutely won them that game. That turned the momentum around, and for the defenders, showing why they're named the defenders. Defense wins championships, and that's the team to do it.
And I can't believe, already the first week you have a pump block. You don't see that every day.
No, that's rare. Like I honestly, probably the first punt block in the NFL was probably like in 2006.
Yeah, and not even a punt block punt block TD.
I know it was.
It's crazy.
Crazy. XFL, man, they're showing why they are better than the NFL.
Here, where the X stands for entertaining.
Now, for the OK Boomers first oof of the week, I think it's going to take the cake for the whole season. Marquise King, great punter of the NFL, punts that ball, lands on the 1 yard line. And I mean, I don't know what the gunner was thinking on St. Louis, but man, he decided to get that ball and he really wanted it. We've got to throw to Pat McAfee, man. That's the guy, he explains it the best.
Wide receivers drop balls. You need a punter to save you with a perfect. What is he doing?
What in the world?
What?
Hey, Pat. Pat almost ran out there and downed it himself.
Oh, that was the perfect. Just stay off the ball. Just don't even touch it. Marquette just hit a perfect punt.
What are you doing? You hate to see it.
You get the ball on the 1 yard line, that you put all the momentum pressure on the offense to do it, and then you just give them to the 20. That's ridiculous.
Crazy. And now we got to go. Since we came with the down, we got to leave on a high. The first ever OK Boomer Player of the Week goes to Philip Walker. He had an outstanding game. NFL numbers, if I do say so myself.
I agree.
With 4 thrown touchdowns, 272 yards. No doubt he got Player of the Game.
Oh, easily.
Player of the Week, sorry.
He's showing why he should be MVP right off the bat of the first week. There was not a lot of that. He was like, you know what? I'm going to take this championship. I'm going to take this team. I'm going to show you why I'm the best and why I deserve to be in the NFL. And I mean, he did just that.
Can't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
What's that?
Whoa.
What?
Did someone call the cops? I gotta go.
Some suspension and ejection the first week? What?
Yeah, what is it? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Punching after the play? That just makes no sense.
No, it does not. I mean, that's unethical. I guess no one learns from Myles Garrett. You can't just go around throwing punches, right?
Why? I mean, I'd rather that than Myles Garrett.
I mean, you can't just go around punching a guy. I don't care what.
Whoa. We're in the XFL. Okay. Where the X stands for extreme, baby.
I mean, you can't argue with that logic right there.
You can't. But Ricky Walker makes history. The first ever player to get ejected of the XFL.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
That's all with your OK Boomer Report. Until next time, I'm Tyler.
I'm Tyler.
Have a wonderful week.